I just finished The Ferryman by Justin Cronin, and I wanted to tell you about it. Our protagonist in this story is a man named Proctor. Proctor is the ferryman. He lives on Prospera, an island, as the name suggests, of prosperity. An idyllic utopian society where people do what they want, basically. Everything is handed to them. They live their best lives for a long time. And when they're slowing down in their hundreds, they kind of get sent to another place where they get, it's not really explained, but I would call it maybe recycled. And they come back to Prospera as a new 16-year-old being without the memories of the previous life. So that person, I guess, dies, but a new one is born, and it is the same person. Also, they're told. Now, our protagonist is the person who ferries these folks in their transition to the new place. Of course, as we find out pretty quickly, not everything is so idyllic. In order to make this society work, prosper, there is another island called Annex, where the working class, the servants, live. So there is tension. However, in the beginning, everything seems okay with Proctor's life until he gets the call that his father is going to be transitioned and he needs to ferry him to his new place. Most people go into this transition with a smile, some apprehension, but they go. His father breaks down and starts saying some crazy things to Proctor. Things that turn everything upside down. This is where story begins of The Ferryman. It's a good book, a solid science fiction read. I really enjoyed it. Little over 500 pages. To me, a fast, propulsive read. It's really good. Could it be better? Yes. I thought the book was building up to something a little bit more profound than what it turned out to be, but still, the ride was amazing. I can't get into too much of the details of the plot without sacrificing spoilers, so I'm not going to do that. But it's a book that I do recommend every science fiction reader picks up. If you're new to science fiction, I think it's approachable. It will blow your mind. I did a video recently with 10 of my favorite mind-blowing reads in it, and this one qualifies as an honorable mention for that list for sure. The twists are interesting. They have been done before. Of course, it's difficult to come up with something totally original in the realm of SF, but I think this is different. It is unique. It is interesting. There is class warfare that I thought that was really building up to something that I thought was going to be a little bit more profound, like I said before, than it turned out to be, but still I was impressed. The writing, the prose that Justin Cronin offers in this book is really strong. I enjoyed it. It's flawless. The character building is really good. I enjoyed the world. The world building in this book was very interesting. I wanted to find out more. I wanted to know what is really going on. And while I kind of expected maybe halfway through the book and guessed what it ultimately is, there were still twists within twists. It's a fabulous novel that is going to challenge some readers. Some readers may find it confusing, especially the last quarter of it, where things really kind of turn upside down, if you know what I mean. But it was fun. Definitely a book that I would recommend. I just finished it. And Justin Cronin has written The Passage. I think it's a trilogy. I have not heard about it before. I do want to find out a little bit more. If you've read The Passage or The Ferryman, let me know. This book came out just a few months ago. I'm glad I got a signed copy because I'm really impressed. I had a good time with it. I enjoy it. It's somewhere between 4 and a 5-star read for me. So let's say 4.5. I actually gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. Just to bump up its average, because it was, I think, at 3.98. Let's get it up to into the fours. I think it deserves it. It's really well written. It was a fun book. The protagonist is interesting. There are characters throughout the book that are very strong, and the way the book is written was satisfying. The ending, while not great perhaps, was certainly good and certainly satisfying. So yeah, I can say safely that I enjoyed my experience with the Ferryman. And sometimes reading new sci-fi, you can be a little bit concerned about the quality of the thought processes and whether it's just kind of rehashing what's already been done. There is some of that in this book, but also it offers a unique view and some interesting little ideas. So I recommend you pick up The Ferryman, read it, and let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.